group, normally based in Bonn. And right now I'm near our other headquarter we have near Frankfurt. Um, and I'm so happy to see you all, to read you all, not to hear you so far, but to see those stars. And I mean, it's a lovely icon. It's stars, it's not flags. So you are the real stars. Um, um, of this MOOC. Can you hear me? Can you give me a sign if I'm being heard by you? Okay, thank you. So the stars on the map, on the world map, there's one missing, I think, because recently I have been to Boston. That's where Peter normally lives, but he's normally almost never there, I think. He's traveling a lot. He has been to China recently. So just an applause for him to be today with us. Oh, there is a star now. Thank you very, very much, Peter, to be with us. So we could give him an applause to do this together with us today. I see the hands.
I'm really happy to be here.
There are hands. Thank you. So let's then go to the agenda. We don't have so much time, and let's use it in the best way. There is the agenda. So a short view on where we are right now in this journey that, well, we're saying that this is before the journey, but in fact, it already started, right? And then, of course, the floor will be after a short harvesting of how you guys feel in this MOOC situation right now. We will give the floor to Peter to talk about the leadership competencies for the 21st century. And make a summary and harvesting, and because of the time limits we have, this won't be an open discussion, as Wiebke already said, but we will, well, record this, and we will also do the harvesting later on the platform. So this will not just be a 1 hour thing, it will be much more, I think. So thank you all for being here. Yes. Heading to the next slide, we are going to see that this is conceived as a journey. First of all, I was writing it in the letter to you that this is a huge experiment for us, and we were not sure if we should be doing this. Now we are 3,000 people caring, let's say, for what we call leadership for global responsibility. That's why we all are here right now, and this is amazing. We are really many people right now behind the scenes trying to make this MOOC possible, and we are all day long saying to each other, wow, this is amazing, what's happening here. This energy is unbelievable. It's so moving for us also, seeing what happens. And so if you had a look on the group side while you have been intervening there, then you will see that everybody is participating. That's what we wanted. That's what the MOOC is for. It lives out of exchange and not so much input, although everybody is inputting. And we had so amazing answers on the question, what means leadership for you? What are your personal challenges? So we are right now here before the journey, and that means getting ready for it, packing our bags, packing our suitcases, think about what we have in the suitcase, what makes us the person we are, and what we really have to deal with in our everyday life, and in the private field as well as on the professional side. So we are right here starting, well, not starting, but getting prepared for the journey. And yeah, so let us see how you feel about that, Susanna. Well, we had a slide prepared for that with all those amazing images that you gave to this 3,000 bunch of people experiment as a gift. The images that you felt were the right ones to describe what leadership means for you. And when I had a look at it, I was I was overwhelmed. Yeah, it's really amazing. And the second thing I thought, we have to publish this, not just in the MOOC, but in another way, maybe a more conventional one, to publish it as a book so everybody can, after the MOOC, really hold it in his or her hands and see what kind of energy is rolling around this globe. So just have a look on what Katerina, for example, felt like the right image for leadership, or Melanie or Marie Garnier from France. Yeah, that's amazing, don't you think? Leadership is so much about the doing and the learning. Must be of, by, and for the people. It encourages diversity. I love that. I just love it. There's nothing else to say. So that's what we're asking you. That was the first step, to ask you what leadership is, because you can ask anybody, and anybody will have an answer that is right for him or for her. And the great thing that we have today is the opportunity to have Peter with us to talk on this from his point of view. And of course, I can't imagine anybody more appropriate than you, Peter, to do this with us. So let me just briefly, I mean, I don't have to really introduce you to the people that are with us today. I don't know how many. I think we had, now it's 108, right, Wiebke? That's what it says here, if I'm not mistaken. And there might be coming in more. Wiebke, are you unmuting? Are you going to?
We have 110 people with us at the moment.
Tendency rising. There are coming some more. Yeah, and I don't know. Is there something that we should bring in before starting with Peter now? Something that we really have to, maybe bring on this table right now. What we are feeling before starting with this talk.
Yeah, so we have one big question that we had for Peter, and we thought it might be a good idea to maybe ask you the same question. What do you think are the most important leadership competencies for the 21st century? What can you, as you step into your leadership practice, not go without these days? What is important? Listening is important.
Listening. Enjoy change. Adaptability, vision, empathy, global worldview. Wow! Trust, having a vision, strong ethics, collaboration, humor, heart. Of course, Klaus. I can hear from the chat. Soul, love for people, being brave enough to have an opinion, creativity, embrace democratic principles, asking questions. 10 times heart, emergence, create ideas, social conscience, joy, being a servant leadership, joy, inspire, vision, visionary, that it's something is with the vision, speed, humbleness, knowledge, co-construction, open mind, being open-minded, compassion, roots, mindfulness, allowing for people's personal goals to be part of a greater goal, flexibility, diving deep, understanding, love again, curiosity, killed the cat, co-creation, empathy, vision and understanding, resilience, caring, honesty, communication, enabling, organizational learning. Yes, I agree with love, serenity, sharing, bold, brave, embracing complexity, collaboration, intuition, connecting mind, heart, and doing. Right. Systemic thinking. Wow, that might be an interesting bridge now, Peter. What do you think? Good. Time management. Yeah, true. Was that a hint that we should be starting? Trusting, enabling, respect, contemplative imagination, endurance. This is beautiful, right? This is really beautiful. It's unbelievable. And it's like a source and the water flows. Wow. Sven, hello to Caracas. Years without seeing you. Sense of the deeper, that's too fast. System awareness, openness and humility, quality of presence. Wow. Hmm. Echthild Nagel from Peru, reducing complexity. Now Mechthild from here, from Bonn. Work together for fighting the poverty. Right, and that is what GIZ does, and that's why we are doing this MOOC also, because we're not just another enterprise. We are doing all this because we have projects in more than 130 countries, and a presence on local levels and also on governance levels. So we really could make a difference if we have the right approach to leadership and to the ability to create deep change. And that's why we thought about this leadership approach since 2 years. And we have been inspired by many, many people that have been written about this over more than just the last 40 years. But on our way to create this leadership approach, one day last June, I think, I had the opportunity to meet you, Peter, and it was so inspiring how you talked to the people there at the World Bank Forum. It was so from the heart, and now we saw that many people were talking about, well, leadership means heart, means love. And I felt this really deep respect that you were showing to the people in the room, in a way, let's say, that they, well, were able to define themselves what leadership means. And so then we got to talk about what is needed in the world, and I was trying to explain you what we had so far as an approach, and how we were struggling to define the leadership competencies that we would be focusing on in our approach. And yeah, and then we exchanged on how you are doing this, and you are, well, I already said, if you are there, you at MIT in Boston, and I think you really love teaching there. At least that's what I felt. But you're intervening in so many large systems change processes also. So for us, it's really a privilege to have you now with us, sharing on your ideas and maybe also think on how everything changed since you started to work on this. And when I already told you right now in private, the fifth discipline, everything is written there. Everything we need is already in this book, in this Bible, let's say, and we are it's just so difficult to live according to it. And that's why we thought at GIZ that we would need an approach to really focus on competencies, really to work with people on these competencies and on their core as a leader or as a change maker. And so the question that everybody was already responding now for you would be the same. What are these leadership competencies that the world would need in this 21st and probably would have needed in time? There's a huge transformation going on, and so the floor would be for you to share with us your thoughts on leadership competencies and leadership as such.